What if I told you that a single teaspoon of a common household spice held the potential to fundamentally change your health? Forget everything you've been told about complicated diets and expensive supplements for a moment. I want you to pay very close attention because in the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal a simple two-ingredient morning cocktail that thousands are now adopting. Why? Because it targets one of the most neglected yet most critical systems in your body. We are talking about a habit so powerful that it's being intensely studied for its ability to help cleanse and support your body's master filters. You might be thinking, I've heard it all before. But have you heard about the one critical mistake that 99% of people make when trying this, which renders it completely useless? And have you heard about the one secret ingredient, costing less than a penny, that can amplify its effects by 2,000%? I'm going to reveal both. Stick with me to the end, because the information in the last 60 seconds of this video is something your body, especially your kidneys, will thank you for. This isn't just another health tip. This is a health awakening. Let's begin. Your kidneys. For most of us, they are out of sight, out of mind. We worry about our hearts, our lungs, even our skin. But these two small, bean-shaped organs are the silent, tireless heroes of our existence. Let's put their incredible power into perspective. Imagine a filtration plant so advanced that it purifies your body's entire blood supply, all 5 liters of it, more than 60 times every single day. That's what your kidneys do. They are the master chemists, meticulously balancing salts, water, and minerals. They are the diligent janitors, removing metabolic waste, medications, and toxins from your system. They even act as a hormone factory, producing compounds that regulate your blood pressure, create red blood cells, and promote bone health. They are, without exaggeration, the guardians of your inner ocean, keeping it clean and perfectly balanced. But this silent guardian is under a siege it was never designed to endure. Our modern world has become a minefield for kidney health. The processed foods we eat are loaded with excessive sodium and phosphorus, 2 minerals that, in high amounts, can be devastating for kidney function. The sugary drinks we consume contribute to conditions that put immense strain on these delicate filters. Even chronic stress and a lack of simple hydration can slowly, imperceptibly, wear them down. It's a slow, silent erosion. There are often no warning signs, no alarms, until up to 90% of their function is already compromised. Think about that. 90%. This isn't about creating fear. It's about igniting awareness. Because true power begins the moment you decide to stop being a passive spectator and start being an active participant in your own health. The good news? Your body has a remarkable capacity for resilience if you give it the right tools. And what if one of the most powerful tools was not a futuristic invention, but an ancient treasure? A golden root so revered in Ayurvedic and Chinese traditions for over 4,000 years that it was used as currency, as a sacred dye, and as a profound healing agent. This spice, known in Sanskrit as Jayanti, one who is victorious over diseases, is what we know today as turmeric. But here's a crucial distinction. The magic isn't in the turmeric powder itself. It's locked inside, in a brilliant golden compound. Its scientific name is curcumin. This is the bioactive powerhouse, the very soul of the spice, and the focus of over 15,000 scientific studies. It's this specific molecule that we want to unleash in our bodies. So how do we do that? And why does combining it with your morning coffee create such a potent synergy? The answer lies in a fascinating story of molecular biology, explained simply. The first, and perhaps most celebrated, power of curcumin is its role as a master anti-inflammatory. Let's demystify inflammation. Think of it as your body's response to injury or threat. A sprained ankle swells up. That's acute inflammation, and it's a good thing. But what science is now revealing is a far more sinister type: chronic, low-grade inflammation. It's like a small, smoldering fire burning silently within your cells, day after day, year after year. This invisible fire is now recognized as a key driver of nearly every major chronic disease, and it is particularly damaging to the delicate microscopic filtering structures within the kidneys, known as nephrons. Curcumin is a biological marvel in this regard. It doesn't just mask the symptoms, it operates at a deep molecular level, helping to block the very molecules that switch on the genes for inflammation. It's like finding the master switch for the fire alarm and calming the entire system down. But the assault on our cells is a two-front war. On the other front, we have oxidative stress. Every time you breathe, every time you eat, your body produces unstable rogue molecules called free radicals. You can picture them as tiny, ricocheting bullets, damaging everything they touch: your cell walls, your proteins, even your DNA. This process is essentially cellular rusting. The antidote? Antioxidants. And curcumin is a champion in this arena. It has a unique chemical structure that allows it to be a potent free radical scavenger, neutralizing these damaging molecules on contact. But it does something even more clever. It also boosts the activity of your body's own master antioxidant enzymes, like glutathione. So, it not only brings its own shield to the fight, but it also upgrades your body's entire defensive army. This dual-action protection is incredibly valuable for the high-activity, high-stress environment of the kidneys. Now, for the third piece of this health puzzle, your circulatory system. Your kidneys are a dense network of over 1 million tiny blood vessels. Their health is entirely dependent on the free and easy flow of blood. A critical factor here is the health of your endothelium, the single-cell thick lining of all your blood vessels. When the endothelium is unhealthy, vessels become stiff and constricted. Curcumin has been shown to support endothelial function, helping blood vessels to relax and dilate more effectively. This can contribute to better blood pressure regulation and ensures that your kidneys receive the rich supply of oxygenated blood they need to perform their vital purification tasks at peak efficiency. It's like ensuring the highways to your filtration plant are wide open and free of traffic jams. So, we have this incredible scientifically backed compound. How do we get it out of the spice cabinet and into our cells where it can do its work? This brings us to the morning ritual, and to that critical mistake I mentioned at the beginning. Here's what most people do. They hear turmeric is good for them. They buy a jar, and they sprinkle it on their food or stir it into a drink. And almost nothing happens. Why? Because curcumin, on its own, has very poor bioavailability. This is a scientific term for how much of a substance is actually absorbed and used by your body. When you consume it alone, it's mostly metabolized and expelled before it can ever reach your bloodstream. This is the #1 mistake that renders it almost useless. But nature has provided a key. An almost laughably simple, inexpensive key. A tiny pinch of black pepper. Black pepper contains a compound called piperine. Piperine is a bioenhancer. It works by inhibiting certain enzymes in your liver and intestinal wall that would normally break down the curcumin too quickly. The result? Studies have shown that combining curcumin with piperine can increase its absorption by a staggering 2,000%. Let me repeat that. 2,000%. This is the secret. This is how you unlock the vault and release the treasure. So here is the ritual, step by step. First, prepare your morning coffee as you normally would. The heat and the natural oils in the coffee can actually help with absorption. Second, add 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of a good quality, organic turmeric powder. Third, and this is the non-negotiable step, add a small pinch of freshly ground black pepper. You don't need much at all. Just a tiny pinch is enough to work its magic. Fourth, stir thoroughly and let it sit for a minute. The flavor is earthy, warming, and complex. It's a taste that signifies you are doing something profoundly good for your body. Now, before you rush to your kitchen, we must address a crucial point with the seriousness it deserves. Power requires responsibility. Turmeric, while natural, is a potent substance. If you are pregnant or breastfeeding, if you have gallbladder issues, or if you are taking any medication, especially blood thinners or medication for diabetes, you absolutely must speak with your doctor before incorporating this into your routine. This video is for your education and to spark a conversation. Your doctor, who knows your unique health history, must be your partner in that conversation. So, as we reach the end, let's circle back. We've uncovered the silent crisis facing our kidneys. We've revealed the ancient wisdom of a golden spice and the modern science behind its powerhouse molecule, curcumin. Most importantly, we've revealed the secret key, black pepper, to unlocking its true potential, and the critical mistake to avoid. This isn't a quick fix. It's a commitment. If you have stayed with me this long, it means you are serious about your health. I want to ask you to do 3 things. First, if you found value in this deep dive, please give this video a like. It tells the algorithm that this information is important. Second, share your own experiences or questions in the comments below. Have you tried this before? What have you noticed? Your story could be the catalyst for someone else's journey. And third, if you want to continue exploring ways to reclaim your vitality, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Thank you for investing this time in yourself. Here's to your health, your vitality, and your new morning ritual.